At just 5 years old, Finn was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. He passed away at 6. Finn's Fighters was founded as a way to pay forward all of the support his family received from the community. 7 years later, it continues to make sure that no family fights alone. Finn's mom and founder of Finn's Fighters is joining us here today. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, we go way back. We actually met while I was working in the news department here. And when we were talking about Finn, can you tell us a little bit about him?
Oh, sure. He was a precocious little guy, always had a smile.
Yeah.
He loved music. He loved dancing. He loved to learn. He loved to do his, letters and words and stuff. He was just going into kindergarten.
Yeah, such a little sweetheart. You see him here on your screen. And then when was he diagnosed?
He was diagnosed in August of 2018, his third day of kindergarten.
Wow. And how did you know? What was going on?
We really didn't. We're the typical case of late diagnosis just because they don't, jump to worst case scenario. We had back pains all that summer. We had been going back and forth to the pediatrician, done an x-ray, a couple different things. And then one morning he woke up and he couldn't really walk. So I took a video, I emailed it back then to our pediatrician, and he sent us to the emergency room immediately. The next day, he was in emergency surgery for 12 hours, and we were handed a pediatric cancer diagnosis.
That's so terrifying, I'm sure, for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, he passed.
Yeah.
Which was devastating. I feel fortunate that I got to meet him and got to, see him in person. It was wonderful to have that experience with him.
Yeah.
But it also came then, Finn's Fighters came out of this experience for you. What are you doing in the community?
Well, we're proud of what we've been doing. We're going to be 7 years old, April 25th, the day after our gala. And within that 7 years, we've raised over $1 million, and those funds have stayed right here in the Tampa Bay community. We help families that are faced with a pediatric cancer diagnosis by paying emergency bill pay, so rents, mortgages, car payments, keeping the lights on for them. We also partnered with St. Joseph's Foundation to create a mental health person just strictly for the HEMOC department there. We realized the mental health need. After that contract ended, we now partner with Ellie Mental Health to cover mental health for families. We're increasing our bereavement services. We feed families several times a week at St. Joseph's as well. So we're doing a lot.
Yeah, the things that people aren't thinking about when they're having to deal with, what's going on, or, helping a family member go through this difficult time. They're, these all kind of like go on the back burner, but they still need to be cared for, and that's where you come in.
Yeah, we're doing really practical things. We have partnered with Double Mint Babysitting, for example. Some programs are just going to be rolling out in the next couple of months, but so that families have a way to have a babysitter that can come to the hospital if their one visit turns into a 7-hour blood transfusion, for example, or platelet transfusion. We partner with a cleaning service in St. Pete, so if a family gets diagnosed, we can send a cleaner in there and deep clean their house for them, so when they come home from the hospital, they have a clean space to get to. We've partnered for laundry services, so really not the really fun, exciting stuff, but really the practical stuff that helps families get through it. We also provide gas cards. We provide gift cards to Publix and to Walmart.
Yeah, and the gala that's coming up is a way that people
exciting.
can help, and this is going to be your biggest yet.
Our biggest yet. We're really proud. We're almost sold out. We've moved it to T. Pepin Hospitality Center. They've been amazing to work with. It's a dueling pianos theme. We've got some really exciting things happening. Agape Jewelers just signed on for a big, beautiful piece of jewelry that we're going to be raffling off. So it's really exciting, but it's also our biggest event of the year to showcase what we do for our families and how we can help them best.
And real quick, you also have an ice cream social coming up.
Yes, we've always done a virtual birthday party to celebrate because he passed away in 2020 and the world shut down to COVID. So that was our first fundraiser, was #PJAllDay, because Finn lived in his pajamas. And this year it's going to be in person at Sparkman Wharf, April 9th. We're going to do a PJ All Day party, and Mr. Tommy Presents is going to perform.
Can't wait. What's the website so people can get information that can help out?
www.finsfighters.org.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.